What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of the Discordly podcast. I almost said DVD.
Oh,
This
you
is
made me
episode-
laugh and I spilled coffee on my hand. Fuck.
This is episode number 17 or 18, one of those. And we haven't done one of these in a while.
That means
And,
we have like a lot of interesting life events that have happened to both of us.
We do.
Yeah, I say
just
both.
both. Just not John.
Yeah,
Not
John just exists in a perpetual state of cool.
Look at him.
John, when
Are
you were in high school, was it hard fending off all the women?
Yeah, you see, my issue was when I was a baby, I got dropped on a skateboard and sunglasses. And ever since that day, I grew up to just rock out and be radical.
Look at him.
Well,
What
fantastic.
year was it? 1985?
Groovy.
That's the 60s.
Tubular.
Totally
That's-
tubular.
Yeah, you're there.
All
You're
right.
there.
Well, as always, we've got. I asked Kelvin and John for 2 words prior to this this quiz, this episode, and I've got our BuzzFeed quiz as a result of those 2 words. And today we're posted on December 6th, 2018, which was, might I add, my 22nd birthday. We have
Whoa!
uploaded by M. David P03, a community contributor, and approved and edited by the BuzzFeed community team. Our shitty BuzzFeed quiz of the day: the road trip you plan will reveal which uncommon crayon color you are. This looks like shit.
Don't
What
all of them look like shit?
constitutes as an uncommon crayon color?
Red orange, like those
Red
weird,
orange,
weird
red orange,
mixed
cyan.
ones.
Yeah, blue.
One of those like weird ones where it's like brownie or
Oh,
like
this is
grass.
This is good. This is good because not only do we get to talk about Crayola, we also get to talk about how cool it would be. All right. Hold on. Is this going to be a question? All right. Well, this isn't a question, so I'll ask you guys right now. If you could take a road trip, where would you go?
Does it have to be one specific place?
Well, sure. Let's, or at least the destination you would turn around at.
I live in Pennsylvania, so I would just go across the country and back.
I would literally go anywhere not here. I want to go Washington, Seattle, like Washington State.
Yeah. There's a
Yeah.
Krispy Kreme up the road. I think I'd go there. And then
Hey,
come
do you
back.
know if you're vaccinated, Krispy Kreme is giving out free donuts?
Speaking of, I'm in line, baby. I got my registration taken care of.
Yeah,
What
Sweet
fuck?
Georgia announced that anybody over the age of 16 is eligible for their to get a vaccination, and all you do is sign up. So I'm good. Here I come.
It's a good
Peace of
trade-off.
mind.
It's a good trade-off for your state because you get the vaccine if you're over the age of 16, but you also people lose voter rights, so it's like a trade-off,
That's legitimately what I tell everybody is like, hey, do you should maybe, if you want a nice little place to live, ditch all that northern nonsense because you come down south and they will literally charge you less money to live. And the trade-off is that you just have a horrible living quality. Like the quality of life is through the gutter. But damn it isn't cheap. You could buy a house for the price of a VCR and it's great. Anyways, let's talk about our BuzzFeed quiz. Please, we don't want to do M. David P03 a disservice by not going through their quiz. And let's start out by talking about which vehicle we're going to take. We have 4 options: an RV, a car, a truck, or a bus.
This is such a dumb fucking question. There's only one answer to this.
Yeah, camel.
Yeah. Caravan.
I mean, you guys ever been in an RV? They're pretty fucking rad.
Yeah,
RVs are
that's what I'm
nice.
saying is the RV is the right answer.
Yeah.
See, I don't, but there's something so. I'm actually gonna pick car because there is something so. I don't know about you guys. Yeah, fuck you too. Fuck you, John. I don't know about you guys, but like, I grew up in a fucking car pretty much, and there's something like nothing puts me to sleep easier than being in the backseat of a car because I'm so used to fucking.
I like
just
cars.
Road trips in a long. Yeah, ciao.
Okay, it depends because the road trip, like an RV road trip, you're in the RV, right? You stay in the RV. In a car, I feel like, depending on how long the road trip is, like it gets uncomfortable after a while.
What are your thoughts, Kelvin?
It does get uncomfortable in a car.
Yes.
Do you ever been in like an SUV and like there's like a bunch of seats, but then you get that really shitty seat in the back where it's like really skinny. And then your ass hurts for the rest of the 2 hours.
Listen,
or whatever.
as somebody with no ass, I understand. I think, however, that there's a certain charm to the uncomfortableness. There's a certain kind of luster to it. And you guys can have your RVs, but I'm gonna stick with my car. Listen, I drove. What?
You drive. But at the same time, there's the novelty of being able to take a shit in the vehicle.
Just get a cup.
Great.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I'm picking car.
Moving on.
Oh, god damn it. All right. Who are you traveling with? Family? My best friend? Me, myself, and I? Or my dog? Yeah, wow. No love for cats. I can't bring my cat.
Sits in the passenger. I don't know.
What do you mean? That's the driver. All right, Mittens, get up there.
I'm gonna take a nap.
Take a nap.
Yeah.
Are you recording right now?
Yeah.
Me?
Oh, are you recording the whole thing? Okay, cool. Thank God. I'm scared.
we don't have to restart. It's been a really thrilling fucking 5 minutes. God damn it. Okay. Well, I think I can speak for all of us and say that not a single one of us are bringing our family along. Welcome to the Shitty Childhood Podcast, starring your three hosts.
Welcome to TraumaCast.
The TraumaCast.
I'd bring my mom. I love her.
Yeah.
Damn.
I'll bring your mom too.
Yeah, bring my mom. My mom's the best, dude.
Oh, god damn it.
That's why I'm choosing my best friend. Kelvin's
best friend?
mom.
Oh, Kelvin's mom. See, I know, I know this is where you guys want me to say, like, best friend. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna bring John and Kelvin. No, fuck you guys. I'm going by myself.
Me, myself, and I.
Yeah,
and Irene.
Exactly. Solo travel is one of the most rewarding things you can fucking do. Go out, learn how to be by yourself, learn how to be alone and not lonely, and you're gonna have a brilliant fucking life. All right. What do you want to see? Mount Rushmore? Fuck no.
You know how
I want to see some old dude up on a mountain.
You know how painful a road trip through New York City would be? You know how painful?
So, okay. You're not wrong. I took a road trip from southern Georgia to Maine. 24-hour drive.
And hard in New York.
And it does go. The dead go straight through New York. And it wasn't so much going there, it was coming back. Because we set out on the return trip. And I got into New York and we hit traffic. And when we set out in the morning at like 6 o'clock. And so I got New York just in time to hit traffic at like fucking 9. And so I just stopped in the middle of the goddamn road. And the sun is on my east, coming up in through the driver's seat window, boiling me alive in as I sit in the goddamn car with nowhere else to go because of fucking New York. Oh god, that sucked. Yes, so Mount Rushmore, fuck that place. The beach, Mount Rainier, or New York City. And honestly, How do you guys feel about the beach? I hate it
I don't like
myself.
the
But what do
beach.
you guys?
I don't like the sand. I like the ocean.
I don't like the sun.
sand.
I think we should just wipe the sun off the map.
Yeah, the sun too.
I hate the sun.
Going to the beach has never been a pleasurable experience for me.
Okay.
There's too many people. You get sand everywhere. It's hot. Then
You don't want to swim in the water because you could die. Just fucking die.
And the water's fucking freezing.
So
You
I mean,
put a
not
toe in there.
the south. Not the south. Okay.
Mount Rainier.
That brings up a good point. So when I first moved to Georgia, I had only been to beaches. I'd been to beaches pretty much northern only, from Northern California and fucking the northeast coast and whatnot. I did not know that beach water, that ocean water could be warm. I just always thought that it was cold, no matter that it was going to be cold no matter where you went. And by cold, I meant freezing cold, because any beach that I'd gone to was just chilly as hell. And so I get to Georgia, and we go to the beach down here, and I wasn't planning on swimming. So I'm in jeans and like a button up shirt, walking along the beach and stuff like that. And I feel the water, and I lose my shit because it's warm. Like it's actually it's actually really nice and warm water. And I think I was like, damn, I want to swim in that. But I'm in jeans and a button up. I probably
jeans
shouldn't.
and a tank top.
I'm in jeans and button up. I probably shouldn't swim in that. But it's like, but what if I did anyways?
Oh,
And
God.
so I have photos of me in fucking I look like I got overboarded on a goddamn yacht, and just swimming, just soaked in my fucking casual suburban dad outfit. And I lost my shit. Everything was covered in sand for the next few days. Anyways, yeah, John, I'm with you. Mount Rainier. I'm gonna go see nature. I'm gonna go see the mountains. I'm at home in the mountains.
Yeah.
Agreed, Kelvin. Agreed.
Yes.
Damn right. I'm glad we should. So it sounds like we should probably go take a trip together sometime.
Mount
It
Rainier.
sounds like we're interested in the same things.
I've never been there. It looks very nice.
This is a stupid question. Why are you on the road trip? Just for fun, to de-stress, to visit family, or to see landmarks?
I'm gonna go visit my family in Mount Rainier.
I'm gonna go
Yeah.
visit Kelvin's mom.
You should. She's great.
See you at Mount
I believe
Rainier.
it.
Yeah. She lived there.
That's like my mom is Mount Rainier.
What?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was born from
The Earth.
the goddess of Earth.
Gaia.
Gaia?
Yeah, Terra.
Terra?
I'm
Yeah,
on it
Terra.
I'm on it just for fun. I mean, to de-stress, but that kind of goes hand in hand. So just for fun.
Yeah.
Again, this is what I'm saying. You can de-stress, but there's a certain kind of charm. You're going like road trips can be stressful, but it's nice in a way.
The
But
last
it's a nice
road trip
stress.
I was in was when me and Haley's family and Haley went down to Florida, and that was like a 14-hour drive, and I hated every single minute of it. It was the worst.
When
Sitting in
I
a car forever, and I couldn't drive back then, so I was just
I'm
sitting
gonna-
in the back seat, like.
All right, so let's talk about. Wait, John, you were talking to me about your first road trip.
yes. It wasn't really a road trip. It was when I originally moved here to Pennsylvania, we didn't have shit. So we took Greyhound buses. We were a Greyhound bus from Florida to Pennsylvania, which took 3 days.
Oh.
And
Go ahead, finish.
So the first half of the trip was fine. I had a laptop to play on. They had internet on the buses, which was like unheard of because that was like 10 years ago, right? That was crazy. Internet on a bus.
Amazing
and a
how much
toilet.
has changed in 10 years.
Mm-hmm. And a toilet. That makes up for the crack addicts and everything. So the second half of the trip, even though we paid for like the premium Greyhound experience, they were like, you know what? You have like a day and a half remaining to travel, and we're gonna switch you over to this shitty bus that has no internet and it did have a toilet though, which is fine. It has no internet, and you're gonna be on that for the remainder of your travel. And it was like, okay.
So I have a great deal about me when it comes to road trips, and it comes out of a place of it comes out of a place of sad, because I always drive on road trips. Like if I will 100% drive for the pure reason, not out of the goodness of my heart, just because I have this thing. I don't know what exactly it is, but I cannot read or do anything in a moving vehicle. Otherwise, I get a pounding headache.
Me too.
I can't read. I can't like look at a screen. I can't like look at my phone. I can basically just look out the window. And so because of that, I get bored and it's like, well, I'm bored. I want to drive. So the only time I'm not driving is to nap. And then I wake up and then take the wheel again.
I can't, especially with reading. I cannot read in a vehicle. Reading makes my head fuzzy. Phones aren't as bad, but it's still like if I look at it too long, like for like 5 minutes. So
I just don't know what it is, but
I'd be the best passenger. I can fucking sit there and look at my phone for days on end.
All right, we'll go on a road trip, and me and Jeremy. Will
put me in the back seat. I'll be fine.
Yeah. We're just gonna tell Gavin to shut the fuck up and read. Fucking nerd.
All right, on the next. Are we all on just for fun? We all agree on just for fun.
Yeah, just for fun. I mean, like.
Did you guys forget we were taking
a?
We all forgot we were taking a quiz.
And how many times does this happen? Welcome to the Discordly podcast.
Tangents upon tangents.
Exactly. This is where we come to have fun and talk. Anyways, let's pack a snack. You know, myself isn't good enough, so we got to bring something else.
Yeah.
Me.
Imagine going on a road trip and your best friend brings a fucking veggies with them, like frozen carrots to eat. Like, what a dumb bitch. You eat unhealthy processed food like the rest of us.
I'd kill him.
Anyways, our choices are chips, Oreos, not just cookies, Oreos specifically, veggies, and candy bars.
I know what John's gonna pick.
John's gonna pick fucking veggies.
Yeah.
The veggies.
Go ahead, do it. I don't care. Go ahead.
Veggies.
So honestly, I don't really snack that much on a road trip. I mainly do like meals and then go until I need the next meal.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm the same way.
But like, I don't know. I guess I'm always a salty guy, so fucking chips is probably my answer anyways. I like salt.
I don't know, like there's just something different
you're
about
constantly salty.
Yeah.
Veggies on the road.
That's why you're constantly candy
highway
bars.
Vegetable.
Me what? Never mind. Nothing.
Ew.
I'm picking chips.
I'm picking veggies because there's just something that hits different about like some snap peas or like some carrots. I don't know.
Yeah, there's just something that hits different about like some Cool Ranch or some salt and vinegar or some cheddar and sour cream. What about you, Kelvin?
I'm picking Oreos.
Damn.
100%
Just
Oreos. Oreos.
You're gonna be in the passenger seat eating Oreos without that, just dry Oreos, no milk in hand.
Yep, that's it. Just Oreos.
Okay, do you guys like the Oreo part? Do you guys like the cookie part or the cream part more?
I like both.
Part.
Which one do you like more, Kelvin?
The cookie.
Fuck you guys. All right, let's talk about how many miles will you travel? Our final question, which is this quiz sucks, by the way.
Yeah,
so many questions that are.
This is like the first of its kind.
Also, these numbers. First off, they're not in order. I'll read you in from left to right the order that they're in: 250 miles, 900 miles, 2,400 miles, or 500 miles. And why specifically? Why
no
these?
Rhyme or reason. Yeah, no rhyme or reason.
This quiz sucks. All right, how many miles would I want to go?
I'm gonna pick the highest one because
yeah.
I don't know if I want to be on the road that long.
Like,
I don't know if I want to be on the road for 2,400 miles.
250 miles. That's like a couple hours.
Yeah, that's nothing. That's nothing. I think I'm happy with 900 miles.
Happy medium.
I think happy.
Nice happy
I'm
medium?
happy. I'm happy with 900 miles.
I'm just thinking about what's gonna get me to Mount Rainier.
What about you, Calvin? How many miles are you on the road?
I'm not sure. I mean, I don't really like being on the road for that long. I guess I'll do 500 because like
okay, that's fair.
250 is like.
Well, that is the final question. Let's go ahead. We have our answers right here and there. And Kelvin, please tell us what uncommon crayon color you are.
I got Mango Tango. You're really fun to be around and always happy. I don't know how that even how they came to that
Do you
conclusion.
think that
but,
you're really fun to be around and always happy?
I think Kelvin's really fun to be around.
I think
First part.
Kelvin, like, okay, I'm gonna be real. I cannot picture Kelvin angry.
Really?
I do not see. You're just such a you're such a goofball and like a happy dude. You know, like you look at that smile.
You should see me at work. I got
Like,
such a short fuse,
That's
dude.
fair. That's
this
fair.
is this has become the boomer podcast.
Fuck this shit.
You should see me at work. I hate my wife.
Boss is really riding my ass today. Man, don't ruin my image. No, Kelvin, you're this little. You're in my head. You're just like a stop. You're just a ball. You're just exactly. That's you. God damn. All right, John. What color did you get?
I got Mango Tango. I'm really fun to be around and always happy.
That's not true. You should have gotten a different color. Oh my god, this is so sad. Mine's sad.
What's yours?
Mine is unmellow yellow. You can be a bit of a Debbie Downer, but your realistic approach to life ensures that you're rarely disappointed.
What the fuck?
God.
I've never had a BuzzFeed quiz that made me want to drink. Like this
You just got roasted. Just got roasted by one.
I need a handle. Oh my fuck.
All right. All right.
All right, hold on. Fuck you, M. David PO3. You're a Debbie Downer. What other quizzes have you done?
You made this shitty quiz.
That was it. That was the only one.
No.
Is that it?
No.
No.
The first one hit me like a truck. Plan a game night and we'll tell you what to spread on your toast.
That's the next one. That's the next episode.
Spoiler
alert.
Stay tuned, everybody.
Oh, dude.
Oh my god. All right, I think oh god. I'm just.
All right. Well, I have something I want to do. Make you guys laugh a little bit.
Wait, can I tell my joke first?
Oh yeah. Intermission. Kelvin has a banger that he thought of in the shower.
Yeah, play some in the podcast. Can you play some nice little elevator music here?
Yeah.
That'll suit.
Okay, so this morning I was in the shower and I was like, I thought of something. If Will Wheaton had a band, would it be called Will Wheaton and the Wheatones?
That was
Were you
the
reading that
Discordly
off your
podcast,
phone?
everybody. Yeah, I'm glad that you thought that was funny enough that you had to write it down. And you're the
It
only
was
one
good,
laughing
right?
here. And you're the
Shit,
only
dude.
one laughing. Oh my
John's laughing.
fucking-
What do you mean?
I'm not laughing
It's a
at
pity
the joke.
God damn it. Jonathan, take us away.
All right. So I have a list of 10 creepypastas, and a creepypasta is, what is that, a website? That's a website, right? Creepypasta.
Yeah.
They're short horror stories written by people just like you and me and us.
Like me and you?
Just
And
like
us.
viewers like you. Thank you.
Yes, thank you for submitting
CBS.
your creepypastas to creepypasta.com. So I found a list of 10 of just the absolute best creepypastas that exist. They're all very short. And I thought I'd read them here for you guys. And see if you guys get spooked. So number
Well,
one.
if you want, you should send you can read and then send me one and I'll read one.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll do that.
Okay. Go. Yeah.
Send me
God.
one through.
They're all on one list, so we'll just read them in order.
Okay.
I'll do one.
All right,
I'll do number one. I haven't read these before, so don't
Oh
read.
my god, these are so short. Let's go.
All
Okay.
right, number one, the Keyhole. A man checked in at the hotel, walked up to the front desk to collect his key. The woman at the desk gave him his key and told him that on the way to his room, there was a door with no number that was locked and no one was allowed in there. Especially no one should look inside the room under any circumstances. So he followed the instructions of the woman and proceeded to his room and going straight to bed.
Thanks. Where was the creepy in that pasta?
Hard cut piano note. Dun. I need to get a piano for gags. I need to put one right here, just so I can reach behind me, just fucking smack it when I need to. Oh God, number 2, abandoned by Disney.
Oh, these are excerpts. There's full
these
stories.
are excerpts.
Damn.
Oh my God, there are. Hello. Oh, there's no text for abandoned by Disney. That's a shame. What about the Keyhole?
There is on Reddit.
Should I read the whole story?
The actual story apparently is actually pretty good.
No, let's just read the excerpts.
From what I'm seeing.
They're so much better.
Yeah, let's read some shitty summaries.
Yeah. The excerpts out of context are fantastic and you know. All right. Abandoned by Disney. First sitting up and then climbing to its feet, the Mickey Mouse costume, or whoever was inside of it, stood there at the center of the room, its fake face just staring directly as I mumbled, "No," over and over and over. The end.
Number 3.
Number 3. No End House. Let me start by saying that Peter Terry was addicted to heroin. The end.
Number
Go
4.
ahead, John.
MILF. Yes, it's literally called MILF.
They made a story about. No, I'm not going to say that. Carry
They
on.
made a story about me.
Yeah, there you go. That's better.
The article didn't load. The only thing on the page was the banner. It wasn't the first time this has happened. It's not like I have the more advanced ISP or connection, so there's bound to be some hiccups. I move the arrow to the refresh icon once again and click. No article. Same ad. Updated distance. James. MILFs in your area want to meet you. One MILF is just about 5 miles away.
Dude, there's a MILF, one MILF 5 miles away, and you don't want to go? What the fuck?
What the fuck?
Yeah, you crazy.
Number 5, my perfect sister.
Ew.
Fucking Sweet Home Alabama coming up in the background. You guys hear that?
Dun, 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 dun.
I love my older sister. I really do. Really do. She has some issues, sure. But she's all I really have since Dad passed away a few months ago. All right, that's it.
The end.
Kelvin,
Number
can you read us
6.
number 6?
Delicious. The skin makes a funny sound as you pull it away from the flesh, like slowly peeling tape off of a piece of wood. And that's
What is
it.
that? What the fuck? Oh, hold on. YouTube. Tape off wood. There's
What are you
nothing
looking
here.
for?
I will.
Yeah.
I'll never know the. I'll never know the sound. Read us number 7, Jonathan.
The Strangers. My name is Andrew Eriks. I lived
Stupid name.
once in a city called New York. Never heard of it. My mother is Terry Eriks. She's in the phone book if you know the city and you read this. Find her. Don't show her this, but tell her I love her, that I'm trying to come home. Please. Why was there so many commas in that? It's like, I lived
There's a
once
shitload.
in a city called New York.
Comma.
Yeah, honestly, too. Yeah, I'm trying to see if they're fucking grammatical as well too, and they're barely grammatical.
If you know the
Dude.
city, comma, and you read this. Wow, look at me.
That one's okay, but just too many. All right, number 8, Mr. Widemouth.
That's what they call me.
That's what they call me behind the truck stop at Fuck. Man, I tell you what, I don't exactly remember how I met Mr. Widemouth. I think it was about a week after I got diagnosed with mono. That's it.
What a
fuck.
fucking what? Okay.
Oh, god damn it. I
Number
mean,
9.
so here's the thing about these is you can definitely see. I'm sorry. You can definitely see like we're like there's probably like a story here,
There's
but this
something
is
there.
actually a very I actually really dig like just taking the out of context shit and turning them into their own excerpts. They're actually very fun. Go ahead, talk to me, sweetie, about number 9.
Number 9, Sweetie.
Burger King foot lettuce.
When it was about 9 a.m., I got up and looked out the window. I could see everything clearly now. The rain was gone.
Oh.
The policemen were gone, and it was all silent. I was about to go do something else, but something on the window pane caught my eye. Something or someone had scratched on the glass. You're next. I froze on the inside.
Only on the inside. The outside was.
Yeah, I was good in the outside.
You were
I was
just
fine.
So man, if I die, I do want to become a ghost. That'd be so fun. But I want to be like a helpful ghost. Like I want to be
Casper?
I want to be a ghost. Like sure, I'm gonna haunt you and stuff like that. But I'm absolutely gonna write in blood on the walls. But it's gonna be like your milk expired. Rent is due.
It'll be like your Amazon Prime so, runs out this week. Get that fixed.
Can you if you die, can you haunt me and then like write like I put toast in, you write your toast will pop and then ding.
Ding.
Hey Jeremy, you want to hear something cool?
Prematurely.
You want to hear something really funny?
What's that?
You made that joke already
Fuck.
back in NAMS number
Fuck.
1.
Fuck.
Damn.
You guys are catching on to me the fact that I only have like 7 jokes in me, and it's just a loop of I have a really shitty memory, so I have 8 different memories inside me, so I just repeat the same shit.
Meanwhile,
So, hey,
Kelvin's
you know,
a disorderly
But now it's on the
conduct.
podcast, baby.
Kelvin's a disorderly conduct encyclopedia. Fucking
Yeah, I know everything that we do.
Why do you remember this so well?
I have such a good memory.
But
If I
then
ever
you probably
say-
edited it, so like
If
Yeah,
I ever
so
say that I don't have a good memory, I'm full of shit.
I envy you. I am the complete opposite. I don't know what it is. I have a memory leak. If it happened like a week ago, I forgot it. It's gone. It's in the ether, and I have no chance of getting it back. Jonathan, do us a favor. Take us away with the very final excerpt.
just like you with forgotten memory. Can't turn back. I was looking for a good free game. I found a weird Russian website with a simple black background. Jeremy, what was that website we found when we were streaming?
Bananabox.com.
Bananabox.com. I just translate the Russian, which said something like this. Free game. Very fun. I wouldn't normally download from such a weird and shady site, but I really wanted to play a game.
Steam has mountains and mountains of garbage for free that you can own. Just download Steam, get yourself a cute visual novel with a bunch of hot anime cat girls, and you're good. That's all you need.
Yeah. You and your hand. That's all you need.
Exactly.
And Doki
exactly.
Doki
Hey, you
Literature
think
Club.
you're bored. You think you're bored, but in reality, you just need to masturbate and move on.
Yeah.
That's right. Masturbate and then go to bed. Look at this though. This is the story. It's really short.
Which one's that?
That's the one that you just read.
Damn.
Can't turn back.
Can't turn back from fucking reading that because you'll be dead if you read the whole thing.
I was looking for a good free game. I found a weird Russian website with a simple black background. I'm not gonna read it. It's literally the first paragraph of the story though, that they stole it from.
Bananabox.com.
Interesting. Very cool. Oh yeah, thank you, Jonathan. That's fun. I actually want to, as I very much frequent no sleeps and stuff like that. When I was younger and had emotion in me, when I couldn't sleep, that's where I would go to. I would just read horror stories, and I'm sad to say that they don't really hit me as hard as they used to. Maybe I've gotten used to it or so, but they're still very enjoyable. I don't know. Maybe I'll make my own out of context horror, no sleeps. And we'll reconvene, and I'll provide a list of my own for us. That'll be fun.
You ever listen to the podcast No Sleep?
No, mainly because I'm not a. I'm very rarely a podcast guy.
No.
There's only 3 that I listen to, not even ours. And so I just, so I just, you know, there's not, I don't really do a lot of pod, Kelvin. God damn it, gentlemen! I have news for you.
What do you got?
I have
Gonorrhea.
incredible. I have a.
You're pregnant.
How'd you fucking know? How
tell.
did you fucking know?
I could tell.
Gentlemen,
Yeah.
are you aware that in Crichton, Alabama, a leprechaun has been spotted?
I was not. Well, I was
Leprechaun.
based on the thing you said before we started.
A leprechaun has been found in Crichton, Alabama. And the reason I bring this story up is because this is a very viral video. This is a very well-known thing. Not everybody's seen it because it is a bit more on the older side. But there was an aspect to it that I recently found out that I did not know existed. But first off, we're going to start by watching this video. Now, you guys can we're going to put this here. Do you want to screen share off me for a second? And we'll watch it together or
Yeah,
no?
that works.
All right. Well, hang on in 2 seconds and we shall do so.
Because then I can just include that in the perfect.
All right. And John just edited this so it's nice and streamlined for us, okay? All right. Let's go ahead and learn about the Crichton Leprechaun from Local 15 News, WPMI.
Ugh.
Well, just in time for St. Patrick's Day, crowds are coming by the dozens to get an up-close view at what some say is a piece of Irish folklore.
Some people in the Crichton area of Mobile say
Folklore.
a leprechaun is taking up residence in their neighborhood.
What?
A leprechaun.
Ward
ABC
Davis.
15's Brian Johnson has more.
Curiosity leads to large crowds in Mobile's Crichton community. Many of you bringing binoculars, camcorders, even camera phones to take pictures.
Oh my
It
god.
look like a leprechaun to me. All you gotta do is look up in the tree. Who else seen the leprechaun say yeah?
Eyewitnesses say the leprechaun only comes out at night. If you shine a light in its direction, it suddenly disappears. This amateur sketch resembles what many of you say the leprechaun looks like. Others find it hard to believe and have come up with their own theories and explanations for the image.
My theory is it's casting a shadow from the other limb.
Could be a crackhead that got hold to the wrong stuff. And it told him to get up in a tree and play a leprechaun.
We're gonna get down to the bottom of this. Yeah, still on
This is
there,
me.
man. Don't be afraid.
You gotta fucking
Don't
shoot
be
it.
afraid, man.
This guy helping to direct traffic says he's prepared for his encounter with the leprechaun. He's suited up from head to toe.
This wars off spells right here. This is a special leprechaun
He watched the
trick
Leprechaun
that's been
movies.
passed down from thousands of years
I know
ago
exactly
from my
what we're dealing with.
Grandfather who was Irish. I just came to help out.
Others just came to get lucky in hopes a pot of gold may be buried under this tree.
I'm gonna run a backhoe and uproot that tree. I want to know where to go. I want to go. Give me the gold. I want to go.
This is Brian Johnson, NBC 15 News.
People will do anything for a pot of gold. I mean, anything.
You know what I liked? I like the amateur sketch of the leprechaun. It
Yeah,
looked like somebody got a really good look at it and got that good drawing out
Who
there.
did that? I want to know who sketched that.
I don't know. Maybe
They're
Brian
really
sketched
roasting the person that drew it.
And there we have our Crichton Leprechaun. Gentlemen, first things first. I need your opinions on the leprechaun. What are your thoughts? Do you think do you think that it could be among us still?
Dude. What kind of sus among us?
Shut the fuck up.
Foster.
I
Meme's
do
already
think
dead.
that it is around. It's still around. I definitely do believe that it's still around. Has it been seen since? I don't know.
I
Well,
think we need to take a road trip and find it.
I think we need to go take a road trip. However,
Jeremy, what
I've
are you
got
gonna
some
tell me
news
here?
for you, gentlemen.
Oh my god.
See, I had already seen that video. It's a gem in my. It's a staple in my
Yes.
in my favorite videos.
It is a 10-year-old great video.
Exactly. I love that video. I love seeing the sign of the times, the flip phone. Everything's beautiful about
That
it. You know?
shitty camcorder that guy had.
Exactly. It's just art. It's just art. But I have a bad news for you, gentlemen. Unfortunately, the leprechaun has been discovered.
No.
I will read you the Wikipedia article detailing the event, and I will read you the discovery of the leprechaun. Numerous witnesses identified the Crichton Leprechaun as a local African-American dwarf, Midget Sean. The interviewers were brought to meet the man who recounted the story as a prank played on the local community, in which he dressed in a leprechaun suit and climbed a tree, while his friends alerted the others about a leprechaun sighting. So this whole time, it was just Midget Sean out here
wait.
playing a prank. I wonder if I Google that name, what's gonna come up? Hold on.
That's what I'm gonna look up.
Yeah,
Porn.
let's see.
It's just porn.
Aw, man, it's just this. Oh, hold on, there's a Twitter post. Oh, well, hey, according to 2014, Midget Sean's still doing great. He's having a good time.
Awesome.
All
Good
right,
to know.
see.
I mean, we have 7
yes.
years of filler where he could not be fine, but I hope he's okay.
More like 10 years.
You guys ever struggle with dealing with that fact that fucking, like 2014 was 7 years ago? You guys are like...
Even weirder,
you ever realize that you're getting
2016 was 5 years ago. I don't like that.
Exactly. That's so weird. Like, I still... God.
I still
like,
coffee.
I still coffee.
It's crazy to think that it's been that long since like 2016 or 2006.
Like it like I forget like what like that was when fucking Trump was elected.
Yeah.
And I still remember that, you know? Like
I was in
like
college.
Exactly.
That was my first year of college.
I was pissed. That's it.
Yeah, exactly. And I feel like I don't know. Time is weird. Time is just weird and strange, and I don't like it.
I used to have a long hair. I did. I look great.
I believe you, but I don't want to.
You know,
I think you look good with short hair.
Kelvin, no trim.
I looked even better with long hair.
No trim. Shut the fuck up.
Let me see if we can
John,
find
what
it
were you doing? What were you doing in 2016?
In 2016, I was in my freshman year of high school.
Yep. 2016, I was graduating high school.
Let's see. In 2016, I was in college. Probably my third attempt at college. I would ultimately drop out. And then I would drop out again another 2 times after that. Let me tell you, if you ever need somebody to come talk to you about I'm confused about how to drop out of college. Let me tell you, I'm great at it. I've done it 5 times. I can teach you everything you need to know.
Check this out.
That doesn't look like you.
No.
That doesn't look like you. That's so weird.
Is that you?
Why do you look like you're posing for a rap album?
This was in someone that I went to school with took this picture, and
was it like
it was for their project.
Like a headshot for like
it was for like a project. Yeah.
What do you think is the cringe?
Oh, there it goes.
What do you think is the cringe?
Fucking cool. Hello.
What do you think is the cringe?
There we go. I was gonna ask. You know, I'm coming back to this subject of like our creepypastas. What is the creepiest fucking experience you guys have had, or have been involved in? I'll give you some time to think, and I will tell a story of my own while you kind of think about it. So it's not my story, but it is something I am involved in. In the very first restaurant that I worked in, I was talking to my manager about it, and when we were managing your shift leads and stuff like that, we would do closing down stuff, and it was basically, all right, I'm going to send my employees home, and then I'm going to just do basic bullshit, paperwork, inventories, alcohol counts, everything like that, real simple stuff, and then I'm going to go. And the place that the restaurant was had direct access to the sun, and had from floor to ceiling windows. So the windows were tinted, so the sun wasn't super duper hot, of course. Now, of course, sun goes down, and it's nighttime, and you're closing. You cannot see shit outside those windows. Period. So again, this isn't my story. It's my manager, and she's there alone one night, and she gets a phone call, and we're closed, of course. So she answers it anyways, and she says, and it's a guy on the other end. It's like, hey, I would like to order. I'm gonna order. He's gonna order a pizza for carry out, and she tells him, okay, well, I'm sorry to say that we did close about 30 minutes ago, and he says, oh, that's a shame. It's something along the lines of, like, on your website it has it listed different, like that you guys are open for a lot for longer or something like that. And he keeps trying to get this pizza for carry out, and she keeps telling him, like, unfortunately, no, we're closed. We're closed. Everything's off. We can't do. We'll reopen tomorrow. And he's like, well, that just doesn't make any sense. Is there anybody else there that I can talk to? And she's smart. And so she says, well, unfortunately, she's there alone, but she says, unfortunately, my chef in the background is in the back is busy right now. They can't come to the phone. And so I, I'm the only one around here that can take your call. And then the dude on the phone says, well, it doesn't look like there's anybody else there.
No.
And so she keeps her cool about it, and she says, "Yeah, he's just in the back," and she's going around locking every door, just fucking, just scary ass shit, because you can't see out the goddamn windows to know if somebody's actually there or whatnot. But fuck, man, just good God, beautiful shit. What about you boys? You guys ever have any spooky things like that, or similar things like that in your life that you can think of?
Mine's not too
pretty lucky.
Mine's not too long. So when I worked at the bagel place, right? So two things. This occurred to me twice. It's not really like spooky as in like that, but like just pure happenstance, right?
Okay.
So the first one, I have found myself in two different scenarios where after I have left an establishment, a car is driven through the establishment. The first time was a pharmacy up the road from us, and like we go because my dad he takes medicine and whatnot, so we went there. Like, not even like an hour later, I swear to God, and the car went through the front window of the place.
Fuck!
And there was a big hole. Second of all, the bagel place I worked at, the bathroom actually, the side of the building, after we closed down, I was the last one there, right? Like 20 minutes later, a car just plowed through the bathroom. I could have been in there if I would have, like, because I used the bathroom before, like, and it, like, the toilet was on the wall, so it could have, see what I'm saying?
Could you imagine?
Yo.
It's so weird to think about that, like, there are so many times that you come super duper close to dying that you don't, like, and it just doesn't happen, so you don't really think about it, but, like, I've definitely been in very similar situations and stuff like that. Oh, God. We get hit by a lot of hurricanes out here on the coast, and thankfully nothing bad has ever happened to myself or anybody I'm familiar with. But I guess it was just God determined that this one person needs to go, because while they were driving, the hurricane had passed. The hurricane had hit us and passed, and literally they were just driving along the road, and a fucking tree just at the right time tipped over and crushed their car as they drove under it. And it was just fucking, like, that was the only like, they were only injured, thankfully. But, like, that was the only injury as a result.
Oh my God.
And it would just imagine how fucking unlucky, that person is, that just they're the one car that passes by at the right time for a tree to crash down on them. Fun fact in relation to that, and then I'll let you go ahead. Is my favorite thing. Gotta love retail, because sure enough, we had our hurricane. Power's out across everywhere. Traffic lights are down, etc., etc. But you know what isn't down? The mall, baby. The mall still has power, and you bet your ass my boss is like, "Yep, you're coming into work," and it was like, "All right." So I get there, and my favorite sentence that has ever been said to me comes in. A woman walks in, and he's like, "If there was just a hurricane, you guys shouldn't be here. You should be at home." And it's in the back of my head, it's like, "You're right. We shouldn't be here. But guess what? You're fucking here, so I gotta be fucking here. Go fuck yourself, Brenda."
So a few years ago, I went down to Florida to see, just for vacation in like 2015, right? But my grandfather lives down there, so he picked us up for like a day to just hang out because we were down there, and so we're in the car. He's telling us like a story about like his mom and whatever, and her, him learning to drive and stuff. And he's telling us, he starts to mention, he goes, "And I have never been in an accident, knock on wood," and not even 15 seconds later, I kid you not, a car plows into the back of the car we're in.
Oh my god.
Not even less than 20 seconds later.
Oh my god. Nutty. Thankfully, the only kind of car I've only been into. I'm great at being rear-ended. Like, I've been rear-ended so many fucking times. I have 5 to be total, but it's thankfully nothing. I haven't been in any major accidents. I did when I was first starting to drive, like within like the first couple months of me driving, I did reverse into a person, and it was just me learning how to reverse. And thankfully, the damage wasn't too severe, and insurance took care of the minor stuff. So that was nice. Kelvin, I haven't heard from you yet. Any similar stories that you'd like to share?
I've had like close calls, but like I've never had anything really spooky happen to me. Okay. I guess.
Yeah. That's fine.
It's not like it's not even a close call, but like when I was first, I just want to tell this story. But when I was first driving, starting out to drive or whatever, I almost hit a rock, and I was in my friend's car, so like that would have been bad. But I can tell like a ghost story.
Yeah, absolutely. Hold on, real fast. But I do want to preface this real fast. I want to know your opinions on the paranormal. Let's start out belief-wise. Kelvin, what about you? I know you're about to tell us a ghost story, so this probably answers the question. But do you have a belief?
I believe in ghosts.
Okay.
I myself have never seen a ghost. My sister has.
Okay. What about you, John?
Yeah, I believe in spirits. Same thing with like aliens. I have no reason not to.
I believe in everything. Yeah,
because I mean I don't believe in like unicorns, but like I have no reason.
That's where we differ.
So
I have no reason not to believe in ghosts. So I myself
am the skeptic of us. Then I love everything to do with ghosts. I love everything to do with the spirits and like this and like hauntings and stuff like that. And I really want so badly to believe in ghosts. I work in fucking the historic district at Savannah, Georgia, and work at a haunted hotel and restaurant. And I've been just begging for anything to happen. Because that is my requirement. I need something to happen to me personally in order to validate anything for me. That I'm very much a personal belief.
I have something that'll make you believe in the supernatural.
All right. Well, first off, with that in mind, Kelvin, I want to hear your story first.
All right. So this didn't happen to me. As I said, I never really encountered any ghosts or anything like that. But It happened to my sister.
Okay.
She was probably 14. She was like, right, 14 or 13. She was in 8th grade. But she was in the library at school with her friends.
Okay.
And she was just, messing around. I don't know what they do in libraries. Who cares? But, but
Fucking nerds.
she's standing over there, like she's standing at like in front of books, and she looks maybe across like a little bit, and she sees a little boy staring at her, and she's like, "Who the fuck is that? Who's that kid?" And she looks over at her friend. She's like, "Who's that kid staring at us?" And they're just like, "What kid?" And she's like, "You gotta be fucking kidding me! What do you mean? There's a fucking kid over there." And they're like, "We don't see anything." So she's like, "Whatever." So they leave, and she goes home. I'm at home with my friends because every day after school, we used to go to my house because that was the place to be.
This with Kelvin's mom, because she's so cool.
No, she was working. That's why she was. It was the place to be.
Yeah, Kelvin's mom is a hard worker.
Yeah,
she
is.
provides.
But I was there hanging out with my friends, and my sister comes in, and she just like looks at me, and I'm like, "What's up?" And she's like, "Fuck you," and she goes upstairs. And
siblings.
Yeah. And as soon as she opens the door, she sees that same little boy just sitting on her bed, kicking his feet.
That fucker.
She looks at him. She's like, "Nope." She closes the door and goes downstairs and hangs out with us.
God bless. She didn't do the dumb white people thing in horror movies.
Yeah. She's like, "Oh, what are you doing here, little boy?
Do you need help? Do you want me to pick you up?"
Oh man, that's wild. I love it.
He like stuck around for a little bit. She said, she named him Billy.
That's a good name.
This one time, she was in the bathroom, and he just like he unrolled the toilet paper.
That fucker,
Billy. What the fuck?
Just to fuck with her.
He was just a cat.
Yeah, but that was one of the craziest stories.
I love it. I love it. What about you, John?
Well, I have something that'll make you believe in supernatural.
And you know what? I feel like knowing you, this is going to be a shitty joke, but I'm going to ask you, what is it? Yeah, I feel like you're about to quote the Danny Phantom theme song to me or something like that.
No, just
I can believe it.
The fact that the movies that we watch exist has to be some sort of power. Like the fact that Birdemic was released, and look at Tommy Wiseau. You cannot tell me that man is not otherworldly.
Alien.
He's an alien.
You cannot tell me he's not otherworldly.
He's from Venus, like.
But let me actually ask you real quick, Jeremy. You say you don't know. You're skeptic about supernatural. What about aliens?
I mean, the belief in like. I believe in that there's life out there, but but I don't know what stage it is. Like I'm sure on some planet. There's some fucking microbacteria
there's
somewhere out there
hanging out.
Exactly. And I'm because the galaxy is infinite, and I don't know if I believe in like this ultra advanced civilization and stuff like that.
Do you think in like other whatever through black holes, other galaxies, there could be either civilizations that are on the same level as us or ahead of us?
Depends on. I mean, I guess it depends because. There's always a possibility, of course, because the universe is infinite, and in infinite,
Let's get Neil deGrasse Tyson on the podcast.
I'm down. But we can ask him why he's such a fucking dick.
Yeah,
he's a fucking asshole.
The universe is infinite, and into infinite, anything that's infinite, there is unlimited possibilities. And sure enough, I'm sure somewhere out there is at least, I can definitely attest that there is probably some form of life in some form of stage.
Okay,
I don't imagine. I can't imagine if I don't know. There's always the fearful thing too that there's going to be a civilization out there that sees us and are so ahead of us that they don't even consider what we are. Think of how think of how you feel when you see an ant and you think, okay, this is just an ant. And it's like, there's an ant in my kitchen. Squish. So so there's always a civilization that Earth may just be an ant in their kitchen. And so squish. And so that's always the fearful. Yeah, that's always one of the big fear of like civilizations more advanced than us. Fantastic movie, even better book, fucking Hitchhiker's Guide. Hitchhiker's Guide.
Yes.
Yeah, that is just phenomenal. It has the same concepts with the aliens. All right, you're in the way of a galactic interstate. You haven't replied to our letters about moving your planet, so we're just gonna bulldoze your planet. Bye. And so stuff like that. But no, I think at the very least there is basic life somewhere out there.
Yeah.
And we'll see. You know, as technology is fucking zooming. Like
Zoom.
technology's fucking zooming at an exponential rate. You were just talking about how 10 years ago internet on a bus was super uncommon. Now we've got fucking internet everywhere. Yeah, exactly. Internet in internet in your SUV, etc., etc.
Internet in my hotel room that I have to pay $12.95
Fuckers.
for.
Let me ask you guys real quick before we end off. One thing I was thinking about, because Kelvin said about unicorns. Do you guys believe in any whatever like Loch Ness Monster, Sasquatch?
Like cryptids?
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a few cryptids that I believe in.
Not personally, because again, I'm a very tangible evidence. Like I can't rely things about hearsay and stuff like that are always like I don't know. That I need something. For me to believe anything, I need physical evidence, or as close as we can get.
My thing has always been with the Loch Ness Monster. I don't believe in its own. But I always thought with Sasquatch or Loch Ness Monster, it could be something that we know already existed, remnants of it, like a plesiosaur or or whatever the other thing is called that has the.
There's probably a dinosaur down there.
Yeah, maybe on Earth.
You never know. There's still
we thought the Coelacanth was dead and it wasn't.
There's still millions and millions of undiscovered life form at the bottom of the ocean. So who knows what the fuck can come out,
Yeah, I hate the ocean.
Yeah. The ocean
I was just at the aquarium yesterday. At the aquarium yesterday.
Uh-huh.
And just looking at the fish and looking at dolphin and stuff, it's just so weird.
Nothing puts me in a indescribable feeling quite like jellyfish exhibits.
Yeah.
Jellyfish. I lose myself to jellyfish.
Did you know you can get jellyfish at home?
That's badass. I did not know that.
I gotta show you then.
Well,
yeah.
There's so much, man. There's so much. What's that?
I'm sending something. You'll see it.
Okay. John, is Kelvin frozen on your end?
Kelvin is frozen on my end.
Bad news, Kelvin. You're frozen.
Kelvin do be frozen, dope.
Come on. There you are. All right. Let's see what you send me. Oh, that's so fun. I love it. There's in the Atlanta Aquarium. There's just the beluga exhibit, and it's just two belugas in a gigantic tank, just able to, and they're so playful, man. They're constantly pacing and moving around and stuff like that.
They're planning.
I love the Atlanta.
Escape.
I fucking hate Atlanta, but I love the Atlanta Aquarium. Oh man,
I was telling aquariums are my favorite place on the planet. I love the feeling of aquariums.
I think it's probably within my top 10. If I had anywhere, probably a forest. I'm I am such a mountain person. Like I can just easily get.
Both of you
Get
fellas
lost.
come to Jim Thorpe, Pennsylvania, and I'll show you forests.
I remember. I know Pennsylvania pretty well. I will. I appreciate the woods there. No, the one of the most indescribable feelings in relation to that is the redwoods. Like I have never wanted to get lost as badly as I did in the redwoods because it's just unnatural. The seeing something like that, and it's so cool. I love forests. I love mountains. Take me away. Get me lost.
Oh my god, the redwoods. That looks so nice. I just looked it up because I wanted to see how it looked.
I think
Dude.
it all kind of ties together and weirdly, but I think a road trip, just going to different different type of forests, hitting landmark locations like Yellowstone, Mount Rainier.
Let's go to Mount Rushmore and make fun of it.
Oh, so okay. I don't know if you've watched Ted Nivison's video about it, but he recently uploaded one. But I have the pleasure of visiting the most overhyped attraction in fucking where's Mount Rushmore? South Dakota, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's the most overhyped attraction in all of South Dakota, and you would think it's Mount Rushmore. And you're not wrong. Mount Rushmore fucking blows. Like I fucking hate Mount Rushmore. But at the same time, there's one worse. And let me tell you, it is the South Dakota Corn Palace. And
what the fuck is that?
You cannot escape it because they have billboards on the interstate that just go out for miles and miles and miles and miles before you even reach the fucking Corn Palace, telling you about the Corn Palace.
You've seen the Corn Palace before you even get there?
You're not wrong, because you know what it is as well. Because it is a fucking building built out of corn. Built out of husks and fucking... Jesus fucking Christ. The amount of advertisement that they put into this fucking building for you just to get there and just see, okay,
rotting corn.
It's corn. That's it. It's just fucking corn. One of the best things that I found about it was while I was looking through an antique store. I found, you know how they have those commemorative plates that only grandmothers collect and bullshit? I found one for South Dakota. And they had all the attractions on the rim of the plate. Palace. And then the middle was their big attraction. You could bet your ass that Mount Rushmore was on the rim and Corn Palace, South Dakota was the big middle attraction for that bitch. Fuck the state of South Dakota. I fucking hate it so much.
If you're from South Dakota and you're watching, don't.
Please explain. Explain what the fuck is wrong with you. What states do you guys hate? What's a state you hate?
I don't hate it per se. Well, Texas first on the list, but
hey, that was the first one that popped in my head.
But secondly, unrelated to my unbelievable hate for Texas, a state that I just don't like because I don't know. Wyoming. What's in Wyoming? There's nothing in Wyoming.
Wyoming? More like I'm going homing.
Mine, I Florida, first of all.
Florida fucking sucks.
Fucking hate Florida.
Yeah,
I've only been there a couple times, and I was miserable every time I went. Every single time I go to North Carolina on the interstate, they are always doing construction. Always. On the entirety of the interstate. From fucking start to end is under construction. I don't even know what they're doing. It doesn't even look like they're doing anything. But they have a lane. It's a 2-lane road, and one of the lanes is always closed for some goddamn reason.
What is it? North Carolina?
Yeah, North Carolina. Fuck North Carolina.
They're building West and East Carolina.
West and East? West?
And then West Virginia also sucks. It's very pretty, but it sucks.
I mean, any state's pretty, and then the United States comes along.
And then you live there.
Exactly, and then you live there. Kelvin, what do you hate?
Florida, number one.
Yeah, fuck Florida.
Number one. Texas, I heard, was pretty bad. It's a really shitty one.
Mm-hmm.
Dirty Jersey. There's a lot of dirty Jersey.
Fuck Jersey. I saw a concert in fucking Madison Square Garden, and we sure enough had to go to the fucking Hoboken to get there. And
Hoboken.
God damn it! I fucking You can
Did you see the cake boss?
You can pull up a fucking. You can tie in all the potholes in New Jersey roads, and you're gonna have a next fucking crater that killed the dinosaurs with how deep they go. God, Jersey sucks.
What about
I hate the entire.
Alternatively, real quick, what are some states that deserve some love? What are some states that deserve a shout out? Maine.
I love Maine. I love Maine so much. Maine is my favorite fucking state.
Maine's great.
It's time to move. I'm gonna go to Maine.
Take me.
Isn't it expensive to live there though?
Probably.
Oh.
I think the further north you get, the cost of
More
living
expensive.
rises and stuff like that.
I always wanted to go to Washington State.
I want to go so bad to the Pacific Northwest. It's one of the few places that I haven't been, and the closest I got was Northern California. But God, I'd love to go.
Let's go to Alaska.
I bet in a heartbeat, in a fucking heartbeat. I like Tennessee. Again, I'm a mountain man, so I like Tennessee.
The only 10
Shut
I
the fuck
see.
up. Shut the fuck up. But
Are you
but, the mountains are
Tennessee?
pretty.
'Cause you're the only Tennessee.
What about you, John?
Maine. Maine's my number one. I mean, I live here, but I do love Pennsylvania. It's just so nice, minus the people.
I agree.
I
agree.
I say the same thing. You know, you get rid of the people and you got yourself a nice state.
Yeah. Other than that, I have this weird. It's not really much of a state. I just have this weird, like, what is it? Where's Seattle at?
No, Washington State.
Yeah, Washington. Yeah.
Yeah, Pacific Northwest, man. I would just take me there. I'm a fan of mountains. I'm a fan of woodlands, and I'm a fan of rain. So you know what, Pacific Northwest, baby. Oh God.
Well.
All right. Well, hey,
that's it.
how about lads? How about we wrap the show up, shall we?
Yeah.
Well, it's been
think
fun.
it's
Anybody
time.
got any last minute additions?
No.
All right.
2 plus
Not
2,
really.
3 plus 6, 4 plus 8, 16
Oh
plus 32
God.
additions.
John out
Kelvin,
here with the
please end
worst
this.
fucking jokes. Thanks
Kelvin,
for watching
please end
and
this.
listening to the Discordly podcast. You can listen to us and watch us on our YouTube channel, which you probably are already on, and find us wherever you find your podcasts. I'm not going to run down the list.
You know by now.
Yeah. And then our links will be in the description to find us, to find our separate channels and Twitch channels, I guess. But yeah, thanks for watching, everyone, and listening. And,
Goodbye, everybody.
see you next time.
Have a great day.